Hey chaps, how are you doing? Hope you're well. Another wonderful day of our lives that we're all spending day by day. Hope you're making the most of it. I thought I'd spend part of mine doing this video. So what we've got in front of us? Well, what we've got is a regiment of the British. And these are Warlord Games, British. And why am I videoing these for your enjoyment today? Well, principally, what I thought I'd talk about is value for money again. So, in a previous video, you will have noticed that I had the Perry plastics. And on the face of it, wonderful value for money. I think you get about 40-ish figures, plastic. You get all the lovely stuff that goes with that, the bases, some skirmishes and 95th, and a great variety of poses, and the quality is better than these guys, let's face it. However, when we're talking about value for money, we're not just talking necessarily about the financial element of it, and the more is better, or even the quality is better. It's about your need, isn't it? It's about why you're buying it, the background to your purchase. What issues have you got? What are the consequences and what's the need? Well, my need was to have something I could paint quickly, where I didn't need to do a lot of assembly, and that's why I'm talking about these things being value for money, because you get a backpack, a head and a body, and that's it. And you can assemble them whilst having a cup of tea and watching your favourite whatever on TV. History Marche on YouTube for me. But yeah, you can soon rattle these off, whereas I find it difficult, personally, to rattle out a load of Perrys because of the arms, separate legs, all that sort of stuff. So whilst with Perrys you get a nicer figure in detail, you get a lot more figures, you get the bases, you get all of that jazz. If you can get your hands on these cheaply enough, you can rattle a couple of units off. Now, some of these are metal. Some of these are the additional command pack for Warlord Games, and you can see them. These guys here, for example. I think here's a standard pack. I think actually that might be quite a standard pack. These, I think, might have been 1809, but I felt quite comfortable in sticking this guy in the bicon, and you can see there another metal figure, NCO, got a spear out, guiding everybody, don't go back, I'm going to stab you basically. So there you go, GMB flags as normal. The detail on these have come up quite nice. I mean, they are nice figures. Bit of a pain, you've got to glue that thing on the flank company lace. That's not the best, is it, really? You can now buy alternative heads for these guys. But let's have a bit of a closer look. You can see that, you know, there's a Wargaming battalion, more than presentable. And actually, I was quite impressed. I remember painting them thinking, do you know, I am going to do the other units of these, because they have painted up quite nicely. But what you find is some of the, on the side of them, some of them are a bit squashed up looking. You know, the mouldings are a bit flat and a bit big. I mean, like the arm, for example, on this guy, you can just see there, you know, it's a bit picky maybe. You don't really notice it. I've just had to pull it out there, haven't I? But you can see it's a big old arm, that is. It's because of the moulding, isn't it? What the need to make sure that it's successful 100%. And then you've got the hands and things like that on this guy, for example. Just massive. I mean, I've got big hands, right? But wow. So, you know, you could sit and pull these guys apart because they aren't as good as the Perrys. But that's quite a nice unit. Okay. Go with the painting for a change. Don't normally take credit for the unit looking good. I normally sit and start at the sculptor. But I think in this case, you know, the paint jobs brought it out in them a bit. The faces are a bit funny as well. I think on all Warlord Games figures, plastics at least, they're not the best for painting up. But again, this is a nice looking battalion. So I'm not going to complain, or Regiment, sorry, I'm not going to complain about how much I paid for these guys. And I was tempted, for a short while, to get more of them and put the metal heads on. I think they're doing about 48, something like that, for a couple of quid, tenner maybe. But in the end, I've decided to stick with metal. I'm lucky enough to be able to afford stuff like that. So, yeah, maybe it won't be like that in the future, but we'll see. Generally speaking, my painting's slowing down at the moment. I've taken up a new job, so it could get to a situation whereby I'm not doing any painting, and the YouTube's got to go on the back burner. We shall see, because everybody needs to earn a crust, right? And I'm not earning against this fun activity of giving you some lovely figures to look at. Anyway, enough about bigging myself up and how I like my plastic figures for wargaming. I'll leave that with you. So if you do like this, do subscribe, share, like, all that jazz, comment. Always interested to get some of your feedback. You might not agree with me. You might just think, well, they're no good. Perry's are much better. But as I said, I think it's your need. It's why you're selecting the figures that you're painting in the first place. And mine was quick assembly, rattle them out, and yeah, the British got 2 battalions out of this lot. So have a good one. Take care. Speak soon. Cheers, guys. Bye.